Maximus Analysis here for August 30th, 2016, and I figured I would start. Gosh, damn, this is 7 weeks of the most boring action that I've seen, and it is tests every fiber of your being. Oh, it's annoying. So I figured I'd start with something comical today just to say, yes, you're not the only one. All right, let's go into the markets. So you can see the ES pretty much just sideways, not really moving. If you look at the 15-minute, you could see that they ramped up. They sold off and then ramped up into the close. We'll see where they go from here. Again, we had our levels, the 2174-ish area, running back up, running back down. Really just, again, just choppy type of action. But again, I would be looking more, even if I looked on the hourly for the ES, a little bit more pop up. But again, it's still just, as you can see, this has just been a painfully sideways type of move, and we'll just treat it accordingly. So getting back to the time frame we like, the weekly, we could see that again they still have breaking of this 2141, 2151 areas that I'm looking for to start the real big move down. Again, to trap all the longs, because they've been long and wrong for a while. They probably have taken some 30-day. I do never trade anything within 30 days. It has to be at least 60-day options for me, because again, stuff like this, it will burn, but it will not be, trust me. You got 30-day out one expiring September 16th. You've seen a lot of your option decay just because of how quickly it's worse. If it's 45 days, 60 days, yeah, it decayed. But if it was, you bought that at the breakout, they're pretty much roasted you. You're in cents right now. So again, we'll continue to watch this right here, right now. You know my position. Again, those that get the newsletter know what. And look at and I send people out and let me know if you have access to the folder that I have that will show you that this is not just a one-trick pony. I've been talking about this for the last month. And if you can't get access to that, please email me and let me know, and I'll make sure that you have access to that folder versus just getting the newsletter. The NQ on the weekly time frame, same thing, slightly down. Again, I think they pulled out a little bit more. This would not be, the week is very early. It's only Tuesday. You got the YM, which is under our, under our mark. Again, look at the daily time frame for the YM. You can see that they didn't follow through, so a lot of people went with size, and they're going to use this as stops, the obvious stop, and they're going to get ran down because it's just too many stops down there to begin with. Then what we're going to look at is also crude, which was down. It broke the 46, 47 level. So again, you could be either having it down, or you could just be stopped on your runner and be fine. Just be fine with, you took a trade, it worked, and move on. At the end of the day, that's the best thing that you have to look at based on a weekly time frame. It also, you definitely don't want it to break below this previous weekly bar low. Again, that just, if you do like a 2-week, you'll see that that will be negating this bar, and it'll trap a lot of people. So we'll continue to watch that one. TLT kind of just did a sideways dance, and it's just sideways, but still have to stay bullish above this price level. Again, the stop would be around, I think 37, depending on when you get in, but I would be looking at that price level. The dollar is up still, so again, we want to see how this goes. Again, I talked about this on the newsletter. I talked about it in the newsletter before, saying that we had some high volume here on the selling, and now you had an update holding this trend line to look at it to continue to go up. Now, you did have a move today with Tesla. Again, it's touching this level right here. The volume's kind of dying down a little bit, but a good move. But the weekly chart is still sideways. So I'll wait for it to either break down, I get a retracement back up, or pop up, I get retracement go down. It's just really painful sideways movement. You had who else? You had Amazon down about $3-4. Again, it's no big deal, but again, I talked about not right here right now is not where I would be getting in, just based on a risk reward, because you have huge resistance unless you're just trying to play it to the $800 mark. But I need a little bit more, and basically because of the overall markets, and the dollar complex, the dollar looking that way, I'm kind of like, you know what, I'd rather wait. Google was held the 790 area all day today, but I think we could continue to get some pullback for this week. A break of previous week's low of, well, it did, no, excuse me, the 87, 80, 85 area, and closing below it means that we still have some more retracement to go, and I would look at a target to be around the 750. You're playing the retracement. Names that I kind of just going to finish with that what the hell is this? So you have, is this it? Mylan. I am so happy that they're down, and usually I don't try to get emotional in regards to names, but this is the name of the guys that have the EpiPen that basically it's really a piece of shit. The CEO was like upped her salary by 700%. They went from 2 million to like 18 million in a matter of like 6 years, and then they bump up the EpiPen stuff. And this stuff is for kids. You know, it's kids. Adults use EpiPens too, but a lot of kids. There's a lot of. I got 2 young kids, so again, it kind of rubbed me the wrong way. So when you see companies like this going down, it kind of gives me the warm and fuzzies. Again, they break that $40 level, and they continue this negative onslaught of what we had. And again, the trade was there to the downside already. So I'm happy that they're getting holes for being such scumbags. But again, it is what it is, and I just hate stuff like that. Again, I just, it's capitalism, and I'm not gonna, trust me, you'll never get anything political, you'll never get anything religious from this channel at all, because I just don't believe in that stuff. I just, Fitch. What was this? Yes, and the next one is the last one I'm going to talk about is ANF. They got hammered today. And this is another one that I feel so happy about, because their CEO, I think around here, said that his clothing company was not for heavy set people, just for slim people, basically. But he was a real douche about it. Again, if you're, how can I say this properly? So if you're a heavy set type of person, heavier person, and you go into certain stores like Chanel and stuff like that, they might have your size, but it just looks a little different, and it's not really plus size friendly, if you want to say that. And I don't think the world is plus size friendly, unfortunately. But they were really douches about, like, all right, people were saying, because I can't get a pair. I'm a taller guy. I'm about 6'4", and I couldn't get a pair of jeans there because I need 36 length. And they were like, oh, well, tough, and I like their jeans, but at the time. But those 2 names, Mylan or whatever you call it, and Abercrombie and Fitch, I just wanted to show their charts because I was happy that they got crushed because of how much of a douche their upper management has been. So again, that's my little rant, and again, I hope this doesn't offend anybody, but I hate stuff like that. I hate that you're taking advantage of, again, if you're in healthcare and stuff like that, you might say, listen, it's a business, but you're ramping up stuff that somebody that might just be getting by has an EpiPen that they can get for $100, not $500, and that's a significant move, and they have to get it. You have to have stuff like that for your kid. And just for somebody to take a bonus, I mean, you already made $2 million as it is, and now you get crushed. I hope they get crushed more. Again, they've been in a downtrend, so they just kind of they're holding this level here, but I really hope that they break below this $38 level because of how much of a douche. So at least if you're going to make 18 million base, hopefully the bonus package is, I just don't like stuff like that. I hope this doesn't offend anybody, but I feel like they're really pieces of crap for doing that. And Abercrombie and Fitch, because their CEO was such a douche, I hope they fire him and get somebody in there who has some sense and says, listen, we might not do it, have those sizes, but you don't have to say stuff like that. Again, I'm not heavy set per se, but I'm the guy at the gym. I see, and this is just a rant because just people can be real assholes. People that laugh at people at the gym, because they're heavy, and I'm like, they're at the gym, they're trying their best, and you laugh at them because you're a douche. You know what I'm saying? You are a piece of crap to laugh at somebody that's in here, because you laugh at them when they're on the street, but when they're actually in the gym, you're staring at them too. I am purposely go and talk to people that are at the gym, and I'll be like, listen, great job, or I'll say, man, this is hard for me too. And I used to do physique, like, if you look it up, it's like a bodybuilding type of class where it's more like men's fitness and stuff like that. So I'm pretty decent shape, and having somebody like that. So shame on you, Abercrombie, and shame on you, Mylan, or whatever the hell your name is, because I just find that stuff like that hopefully karma's a bitch, and the world is round for a reason. So I hope it comes back to these guys and it's coming back in their stock plummeting. So again, sorry you have to listen to this if you're like, listen, dude, but stuff like this really ticks me off, and I'm trying my best to use the best language, because I know some of you guys really watch this around your kids and stuff, and I don't want to, your kids saying something crazy. But again, we'll see if the market wakes up. This is a painful type of action. You can see now they're at 2175, and we'll see if we get some movement coming soon, which I think we will in September, to say the least. All right, guys, see if we get some action tomorrow. Remember, crude traders, the EIA report is at 10:30. Don't mess around, okay? Take care.